Hello, it's Derek Tafumo again from derektafumo.com. So I've been asked a question by one of my friends today on Facebook. He wanted to know how it is that I'm able to record and post these videos.
And the variety is that many people are unsure whether or not to join every emerging platform.
Okay, so in fact, he wanted to know how it is that I'm able to make these screencasts. It's called a screencast because I'm recording the screen of the computer. And so I just thought I would make a short video to explain. I've already told him that I'm using the screencasting and video editing software called called Screenflow by the company Telestream. And here is their website. Okay, so Screenflow, you can download a free trial. Or you can just buy it for $99. Translates to about £99. You can watch the video here to explain how it works. So basically you can record anything, and there's their videos to explain how you can record, edit and share to Facebook, Dropbox, YouTube, Telestream Cloud, etc. And if you're an educator, you can use Screenflow to record your lessons so your students can view them on YouTube. Gamers and app developers can also use it. Bloggers can use it. Marketers, and it's won all these awards: the IT Inquirer 2014 Editor's Choice, the Macworld, and that's for video, the Macworld Editor's Choice Award 2012 for screencasting, the Best in Show marksparky.com for screencasting, and the Apple Design Award 2008 for graphics media, and OSX application. Okay, you can like them on Facebook, follow them on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also their blog, and you can read all of that if you have the time. So I've actually downloaded a copy. I've actually bought a copy, and here is the icon right here for Screenflow. So if I go ahead and click on Screenflow, this is the little window that I get. Okay, let me just hide my desktop icons. So this is what I get, but if you look at the top here, I'm actually recording this screen using QuickTime. Okay, I'm using QuickTime so that it doesn't conflict with the demonstration. And here, QuickTime, the QuickTime player comes with the Mac, so it's free coming with the Mac, but it's got less functionality than Screenflow. Okay, so I'm using that, as you can see from the top here. This could have had a dot in there if I was using Screenflow. So that's the icon for Screenflow, just next to the QuickTime icon. So if I had been recording, then this would have shown to have a little dot inside it. Okay, so there is the welcome. This is actually Screenflow 6. Okay, and I think there is Screenflow, I think Screenflow 6 is the latest. And then if you want a new recording, as you can see, you can record from the desktop, so you can record from multiple places. I've connected my iPad, okay, to the back of the computer, so the iPad can also come in as an input. So if I click on that, then I'm able to record the iPad as well. You've seen how sometimes my iPad appears in the corner when I'm doing calculations or showing something. And then you can record the HD FaceTime camera, or if you've got another camera connected to the computer, then you can select that one. But at the moment I'm just using my HD camera for FaceTime. So if I untick that, then I'm no longer recording myself, so that video input has been disabled. Then for the audio, you can record use the built-in microphone or a built-in input. I'm using the USB audio codec because I've got a Behringer Xenix Q1002 USB audio mixer connected. So this is why I've got that, and it's working with, I'll just switch the video back on so I can show you the microphone, and it's working with this microphone here. Okay, so that's where I'm recording from. So I'm gonna go ahead, it's looking a bit untidy at the back there, so I'm gonna untick that. And you can also record the computer audio that's coming from the computer. Okay, so once you've decided to record, so let's say I want to record with that. Okay, before we actually do a recording, you can also just start a new document in which you're going to pull a video that you've already done from elsewhere. So this is the Screenflow user interface. Okay, and if you click right in the corner here, you can then add media and look for a video to import. So if you go to desktop, you can just look for any video and import it into Screenflow. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna start a new one. Let's just close that first. Close that one, don't save it, and then go back and open another Screenflow. So there it is at the top here. I'm gonna open a new one. Recent documents will just take you to the ones that you've recently done. So you can open any of these ones and start re-editing them if you want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and new recording and just record just to show you what's gonna happen. So first of all, it'll count down, and you can customize this counting down. You can ensure that the countdown is more than 6 seconds or less. Okay, so as it is, it's recording now, and you can see at the top here there's now a little dot inside the camera. That means the Screenflow is recording. Okay, so just to show you what I then do with the, so once I've posted to Facebook, I also post it to YouTube, and here is an example of my videos which I've posted here. I'm going to explain how I make these to look like this instead of, I'll show you a clumsy one which I've had in the past, where let me see, not that one, maybe the mathematics ones might be a bit clumsy. Let's see. I like that chemistry one. You see how it's appearing like that. So to avoid that, I use a certain website called canva.com. So I'm going to explain that in a future video. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the Screenflow recording. So I think I've recorded a little bit, so I can either come over here and click stop record, or I can pause it. If I pause the recording, then it means I can carry on afterwards. Okay, I can add a marker. I can show the recording monitor, which is that one. So it's showing that I've done 1 minute 45 seconds. That's the preview volume. I can increase the PV volume, it's recording from the iPad as well. So if I move the iPad, and I'm going to show you how the iPad is moving when I stop the recording. Okay, so let's see, let's go to not Minecraft, let's go to, there's an app that I like to show. Okay, let's show the QuickTime graph. Okay, so that's a graph in mathematics which I can demonstrate if I'm working out a mathematics problem. Okay, so we can either stop it there, or I can click on second function, command and 2. Okay, and that also stops recording. I'm gonna close that. So the recording is stopped in Screenflow, and it's showing me where is the iPad then? Oh, there's the iPad. Let's move this a little bit. Okay, so there's the iPad. It was recording in the corner. If I move the slider towards here, then it's gonna show the part where I moved the iPad. Okay, so everything I was doing has been recorded, and I've got the camera here. Now if I had a screen behind me, I could add a video filter to this one. I could add something called chroma key. If I had a green screen behind, if I added a chroma key, then it means I can manipulate my background, okay, so that it looks the way that it looks when I'm doing my videos. So for example, in this one I can decide maybe to put another different type of filter, say a blurring. I can blur it. I can do a Gaussian blur like that one. Okay, so that sort of makes the background a bit dark or blurry, not dark but blurry. And I can remove the chroma key, okay, and just leave it like that. Okay, I can actually make it fill up the whole screen like that. Okay, and I can decide how long it's gonna do that. So I can do this for a few minutes by just deciding how long, by just maybe going on to here, and then I can just cut. Let me just do a little bit, let me put it here. So I can cut here, and then I can decide that after I can return it back to normal, to the corner there. Okay, I can shift this around, put it here, put it to the top. I can put it anywhere I want. So if I play this back, it's going to show how it transitions back to here. Okay, so I can do the same with the iPad input. Okay, put it in the corner there. I can fill up the whole screen if I want. But you'll notice something. Okay, you will notice that the top here overrides the bottom one, so it goes on top of the bottom one. Okay, so basically there is a lot you can do. You can add a text if you want to. So normally I put my website like so, .com, and then I can move it, I can position it anywhere I want. If I double click in, I can change the color of the font maybe to that color, and I can change the background, which is this one here. I can change it to say white, in which it becomes transparent, or I can change it to green or whatever color I want. Okay, so let's say I want yellow, I can leave it like that. I can resize it, change the font to Georgia. I can change the size of the font to say 48. Maybe that's too small, make it 64. Okay. Right. So what else can I do? Can do a lot of stuff. So if I want it to run, like just there, it then disappears. But if I want it to run throughout the rest of the video, I just do that. Okay. And I've taught myself all these things through YouTube and just by being curious. So sometimes it helps to be curious. But I'm happy to teach anyone who wants to learn. Okay. Other things you can do with the volume, for example, the audio, but you do need to click on the audio part, and you can smooth levels like so that the volume becomes smoother. But you might have to wait till that's done. Then you can add an effect. So if I play, I can add an effect, make it 100%. Let me increase that volume a bit.
I'm going to explain that in a future video.
I can remove.
Okay, so I just wanted to show you.
Let me stop that. I can remove background noise 100%.
Upload recording. So I think I've recorded a little bit. So I can either come over here and click stop record, or I can pause it. If I pause recording, then
so I've just changed the effect to a small room with equalizer. If I change it to say large chamber,
it means I can carry on afterwards. Okay, I can edit marker, I can show the recording monitor.
I can change it to cathedral,
which is that one. So it's showing that
like in church.
I've done 1 minute 45.
Okay, so there's a lot you can do here. Video motion, the actions you can take, the screen recording itself. You can do something with the mouse so that there's an effect whenever you're clicking. You can add, say, let's go to the recording here, screen recording, and I can add, say, an arrow like so to point to the amount that I want. I can make the thickness more, like a thicker one. I can change the color if I want. I can add a shadow. Let's say I want the color to be red, because I think that will show a bit better for this one. And I can still move the arrow around to make sure that I've done it correctly. I can also just put a box here, solid box, maybe move it around. Maybe I want to blend this out, because maybe for copyright issues, let's say I want to blend this out, I can just do that, blank it out. Okay, but I don't have copyright issues for now, so I'll just leave it there. Let's make it smaller. Okay, we can put just a box around this one. Maybe I want to explain that. I haven't really used a lot of these in my videos yet, because I'm not trying to put too much all at once. Okay, so I can change the color of this one, say maybe to green. Okay, and I can also add just a circle. So maybe I want to circle this, but again that color will not be good for that background, so I'm gonna change it to green maybe. Okay, I can change the opacity. Right, can add shadow there. I can add an outline. Let's add an outline to this one. Now it's got an outline, as you can see. We can decide that I want the endpoint to be like that. Okay, and the other end to be like that. So now look what I've got. Okay, I've just changed it. But I don't want this to be too long, so I'm gonna stop here for now. There is something else called, maybe I can just show you a transition. So let's say I cut the video right here, and then I move this like that, move this like that as well, and move this like that. So now I've got a transition here. I can decide that I want to, I like the page curl with shadow. So if I come here, you're gonna see magic. Watch this. Afterwards, okay, I can add a marker. I can show there is a page curl with shadow. So I think it's too.
So if I move the iPad, and I'm gonna show you how the iPad is moving when I stop.
Too slow. So let's see. Let's see, that was too slow. Oh, there it is. That was page curl. Let's do pane, this one. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff you can do there. Let's close that. Tab 1. Let's preview.
I can show the recording.
Oh, look at that. Brilliant. I like that. Okay, we're gonna stop it now. So to stop it, I need to go